All right. I got
Tom Series. Paul Brummett. One minute to the start of the race.
track shoe is a
45
green,
seconds
green,
to the start
track
of the
tonight.
race.
All right.
.30 to the start of the race.
Here it comes. I'll get it when Paul gets close to the line here. All right. Paul's on the clock. James is on the clock. And Tom's on the clock. First lap's around. First time lap on the new layout, 19.572. James goes 18.643. Watch the backstretch. Watch the backstretch. It's clear. It is clear. All right. So we're a minute 30 in. I got James on a 17.507, Paul on a 15.502, and Tom on a 11.513. My eyes got lost. All right, 2:20 down, 2:40 to go. James out front, 17.515. Got a fast lap of 17.5. Paul on a 15.514. It shows he's got a fast lap of a 16.8, but I think that was a case of a jump pipe. Caught the timing loop a little early. And Tom on a 12 and a 5.16 has just set his fast lap of 22.6. Yeah, this jump down here right before the start-finish line, you just want to barely roll over that one. All right, a minute 20 to go. James on a 16.501. Paul, 15.517. Tom on a 12.521. Mini Truggy, you guys will be up next. Mini Truggy up next. And I'm going to need a couple volunteers. If any of you guys that are out there now would be willing to hang with me, I'd appreciate it. We'll need to get the track blown off. Looks like we put the blower back up where Chad's at today.
45 seconds left.
All right, 40 seconds.
Thirty seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
All right, keep running until you hear your name. Paul's still alive. You snuck across the line
James,
about
call it
8
done.
tenths ahead. James finished at 16.501. Paul and Tom will be finished when they cross the line. Paul finishes
Paul Brummett done.
15 and a 520. And Tom's going to go 12.
All drivers are
5:17.
finished. Tom Series done. The race is completed.
Put him down. Come on out and marshal for me. Well, just don't sleep there. So we definitely don't want to water tonight then. So just, I don't know if you watching, but this jump right here, just roll it. Don't even, well, because if you don't, see what Mike does here, but if you try to jump it, well, no, it once the donkey
Mike Ruth.
nose down. So that was the thing we found on Sunday when we were practice running it. If you took that with any speed whatsoever, you were lawn darting it. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
See? Yep.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Yeah, I was doing that work for Ryan, and he was happier than shit. He said, what do I owe you? I said, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm here. I was coming anyway. You just got lucky that I was coming anyway.
Yep.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Yep.
Richard Metz. Baby Ruth.
You know, he ended up having to buy a couple feet of wire. That was pretty much it. So,
30 seconds to the start of the race.
he got all that done for $2.14.
There you go. Yeah, he was a happy camper.
Yeah.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right.
It cost him more to get here than it did to
Yeah.
pay for the solid.
Here it comes. There's Taylor on. Mike and Richard. All right, first lap's around. 21.5 for Taylor, 22.4 for Mike, 27.2 for Richard.
Realize that little triple over there wasn't really a triple. It's
Yeah, it's single and double.
a slow roller, single, and then a double. Yeah. What happens when you don't practice?
Yep. Well, I only put about 4 or 5 laps on it on Sunday with my two-wheel drive car, and I was like, I can't drive it. All right, 125 down, 3:35 to go. Mike just ran a 16.919 fast lap of the race. He's on a 16 and a 509. Taylor on a 16.517. Richard on a 14.517. Yeah, track's still a little green. We got to get some rubber down on it. Get a glue base going, and she'll tack up pretty good. Mm-hmm. All right, 2:20 in. Taylor's taking over the lead, 16 and a 506. Mike 16 and a 514. Richard 14 and a 511. I know. I can tell the difference between when you're trying and when you oopsie. All right, 150 to go, 150. Mike 16.503, Taylor 16.511, Richard 14.5 flat. $120 to go. Mike's still the only one with a 16-second lap. Taylor's got an 18.081. Richard's got an 18.555.
Forty-five seconds left. Thirty seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
All right, keep running till you hear your name.
Baby Ruth done. Mike Ruth done.
All right, Mike finishes 16.504. Taylor 16.512. Richard comes across
All
with a
drivers are
15.511.
Richard Metz done.
All
The
right.
race is completed.
18.5. Nope. All right, put them down. Come on out, Marshall. I'm going to need a couple volunteers, please. Anybody? Take your time. It's about right there. Yep. All right, word of warning, if you have not been on this track yet, this last little single before the 180 down here, roll it. If you fly it, you're going to lawn dart it. All right, check him in.
Mountain Man. Steve Thomas. The Godfather. Conley Waters. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race."
All right. I got Marshalls. I got a turtle. We'll let Chad get that out of his system.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, here it comes. There's little Timmy Caldwell. Tiny Tim. He says, "Please, sir, can I have another?" Who's running treads tonight? Conley's running treads. I think Steve was running pins, right? You on treads or slicks, Chad? Slicks? Okay. And all right. Well, that'll help me. I'll be able to watch here what we got. Conley's on treads. Steve's on pins. All right, first lap's around. Chad went a 19.6. Tim went 22.9. Conley was a 20.3. Steve was 24.3. But with a minute 15 down, we got Barton out front on a 15.5 flat. Conley on a 14.503. Caldwell 14.504. Steve 13.5 flat. I don't know. It looks to me like slicks are the tire. Conley thinks you should have gone a little faster over that bump. Olé! Chad's racing and marshalling at the same time. All right, 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. The Mountain Man, Chad Barton, 15.5 flat. Conley, 14.505. Steve, 14.514. Tim, 14.521. Right now, it looks like Conley's got the best. He's got it figured out over this last little single here. Chad and Tim going a little slow for it. Yeah, Conley's got it figured out. Don't make me put you in the corner for disorderly conduct. I'm guessing it wouldn't be the first time you spent time in a corner, would it, Steve? All right, 1 minute to go. Chad, 15.5 flat. Conley, 14.5 flat. Steve, 14.506. Tim, 14.508.
.45 seconds left. .30 seconds left.
I'm not sure.
15 seconds left.
Yeah, fast lap of the race so far. Chad went 18.2. Conley just put in his fast, 19.6. Steve, his fast, 20.2 that time by. Caldwell's got a fast lap of 20.1. So Caldwell finishes with a 14.505. You'll be done when you cross the line. Chad's going to finish 15.503.
Steve Thomas
Steve
done.
goes 14.512. Conley 15.519.
Conley Waters done.
Put him down. Come on out and marshal for me. Yeah, well, 14.15, yep. What? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still want to blow it off. Yep.
One minute to the start of the race.
I need at least one volunteer, please. Anybody?
Brandon Odell. Joey Walker. Tom Series. Paul Brummett.
Hey, this is a brand new layout, so you're going to have to replace your
45 seconds
divots.
to the start of the race.
All right.
30 seconds to the start of
All
the
right,
race.
everybody hold up a minute. I need, I don't have James and I don't have Hayden. I need Hayden to cross the line. Hayden and only Hayden to cross the line. Everybody else stay still.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay.
Hayden Odell.
And then James now, you go ahead.
James Collett,
All right,
less than
there we go.
5.
Get him rolling. All right, here it comes. All right, first lap's around. James goes 18.7, Paul 19.1, Joey 19.5, Brandon 19.6, Tom 20.8, Hayden 21.5. All right, a minute 10 in. I got James on a 17.5.13, Paul 16.5.07, Joey 16.5.10, Brandon 16.5.10, Tom 15.5.18, Hayden 15.5.19. Our leader in some traffic. Brandon actually marshaled him. Oh, watch the backstretch back there. All right, our leader up behind a load of 4 cars here. Well, he just got by 3 of them. There we go. All right, our leader finally got through traffic there. All right, our leader, James, over that middle tabletop. Crossing the start-finish line now. Just ran fast lap of the race, 18.021 there. He is on a 16.506. Paul 15.506. Brandon 15.512. Joey 15.520. Hayden on a 13.503. And Tom on a 13.506. All right, a minute 30 to go. James 16.503. Paul 15.509. Joey 15.519. Tom 13.507. Hayden 13.507. James still has that fast lap, 18.021. All right, our leader over that start finish line now.
Left.
got Tom and Paul over there, the two green cars fighting it out.
30 seconds left.
Watch out after the front side double. It is clear.
15 seconds left. Paul Brummett done. James Collett done.
All right, James finishes 16.501. Paul 15.502.
Joey Walker done. Tom Series done.
Brandon goes
Brandon
15.514. Joey 15.515. Tom 13.505. And Hayden 13.517.
Hayden Odell done. The race is completed.
Put him down. Come on out and marshal for me.
Mike Ruth. Baby Ruth. Ryan Fuson. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Mountain Man. The Godfather. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I got all my marshals. I got everybody checked in. Here comes the tune. Little Mikey Ruth, Wild Thing, on the clock. Chad Barton. All right, Mike, first lap 17.1. Chad 19.3. Taylor 17.2. Ryan 18.7. Tim 22.1. All right, you guys are looking to beat James 16.501. 501. 16 and a 501 set in the first heat. All right, 105 in. I got Mike on an 18.513. Taylor 17.512. Ryan on a 16.502. Chad 16.506. Tim 15.517. Watch out in the kink. Watch out in the kink. There we go. Mike crossing the ditch. All right, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Mike on a 17 and a 5:03. Taylor 17.511. Chad on a 16.509. Ryan 16.515. And Tim 14.502. Fast lap of the race was Mike 17.1 on lap 1. Taylor got a 17.2 on lap 1. Chad 18.4 on lap 5. Ryan 18.5 on lap 5. Never mind, Chad just went 18.1 right there. New fast lap for himself. And Caldwell 19.4 the last time by his fast lap. All right, we got a minute 15 to go. Minute 15 to go. Mike out front, 17.506 is holding that TQ. Taylor 17.516. Chad 16.507. Ryan 16.519. And Tim on a 15.515. Did you hit anything, or did you actually traction roll on that one? Holy shit. Well, that's a little off-camber spot.
45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
All right, 20 seconds to go. Still Mike out front.
15 seconds left.
Keep running to your name. Keep going, Taylor. Keep going.
Mike Ruth done.
Mike's done 17.507. Sets TQ here.
Mountain Man done. Ryan Fusen done. Baby Ruth done.
Taylor goes 17.515. Chad 16.516. Ryan 15.510. And Tim 15.517. Let's get the track blown off. Let's get the track blown off.
The Godfather
We'll
done.
get some glue on it. I'll
The
get
race
the
is
main
completed.
set up. And we'll go from there. And I had a suggestion. We're going to go ahead and do it tonight. So instead of worrying about a bump, we're just going to call the top 6 the open class and the bottom 5 the sportsman class. And we're just going to run you. So we'll have an open and a sportsman winner tonight. Okay? All right. But yeah, this way. Yep. And also with doing this no bumps, it makes it I don't have to put e-buggy in front of two or the 10 scale classes and tear up their grip. So it does work out. All right, mains are posted. So the open e-bug will go first just because of back-to-back issues. So the open e-bug will go first, and sportsman e-bug will go second.
Tom Series.
I say that corner that I just dried out ought to be grippy as all get out. Yeah, just put it back flat against the wall if you would, please. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't think we need to add any. Tough shit. Yeah. I want you to hear this voice in your sleep. Oh, Conley. You're welcome.
Paul Brummett.
Yeah. You're competing in the sportsman buggy class.
1 minute to the start of the race.
While you're there,
45 seconds to the start of the race.
looks like the grip's a little better.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yep. Stay in the groove.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5. James Collett.
All right. And this starting grid really does reward qualifying. So if you take a look at this starting grid, it is a big boost for 1 and 2. And that's what we wanted. We wanted qualifying to mean a little bit something. All right, James, you're going to be on the 1. Paul, you're going to be on the 2. Tom, you're on the 3.
Well, that sucks. Not that it matters.
All right. This is going to be 7 minutes on the tone. Well, that's promising. We got a traction roll right off the bat. Sorry, not sorry. That's nice of you to let him have it back.
Yeah, I got out of his way before he took me out.
All right. Running order the same as the start. And James there, first real flying lap, 18.2. Paul, 19.3. Tom, 19.7. $17.7 for James there. Definitely looks like we got more grip this time around. And it's a little slower through here, James. There you go. Good. That's going to be good. This is going to be your fast lap here. 16.951, new fast lap for James. That was a 17.0. Close. I think after that backside skipper, you can send it after the first one. Just send it going into the second one. Hammer down. That's my theory anyway. There you go. That's going to look good. That's going to be a good lap. Yeah, 17-4. Not horrible. Nah, this one's looking good. This is looking good from Paul. 16-3-7-7. There we go. All right, we are 2:50 into this thing. James out front. Paul in the 2, Tom in the 3. Yeah, grip is definitely better than it was in the first round. 16-4 that time by for James. Mini Chuggy, you guys are going to be up next about 4 minutes here. We are 3:45 into this, 3:15 to go. James out front. He's got a lap on Paul. Paul's got a lap on Tom. I don't remember, James, you running a Losi or a Associated? Oh, that's a Techno? Okay. So James is running the Techno. Tom's running the TLR. And if I'm not mistaken, Paul's running the X-Ray. What year, Paul? 26? That's the newbie. Say what? Yeah. How you like it so far? So, does it feel like it's got way too much steering? Okay. So, I've got the XT4, and I ended up changing out those Ackerman plates on the front, and it really helped, for me anyway, calm the steering down, made the truck way more drivable. I can't remember their numbering, whether it comes with either a 1 or a 3, and I switched to the other one. Help, help.
I've been there. I know what that's like. Oh, no, I don't think so.
No. He gets his second lap back.
I don't think so about that either. I got third place locked up, boys. Don't worry about it.
Well, he still would come in third. All right, we got 105 to go. 105 to go. James still held that fast lap with a 16.377 back on lap 9. All right, 50 seconds.
45 seconds left.
Skill.
30 seconds left.
Uh-oh.
I'll nurse it around. It's almost over, right?
20 seconds. You got one more lap in you. Looks like a steering link might be off.
15 seconds left.
Yep. Got a steering link popped off. Just give him a push. He's going to get it around. Got a steering link popped off. Oh, maybe he can get...
James, call it done.
He'll limp her around.
Paul Brummett done.
James takes the win. Paul gets the 2, and Tom gets the 3.
All drivers are finished.
Huh?
The race is completed.
Yeah. Yeah, I look good. All right. Up next, Mini Truggy after we get the track blown off. I keep refreshing the forecast for Sunday, hoping that the rain miraculously goes away.
Yeah.
My daughter got me tickets to the race.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
She's not going, you are?
no, she's going. That was my Father's Day gift. She got us tickets.
You've been there for the race?
Yeah, so we went 2 years ago. I met some friends through on-road racing that were, they were SCCA corner workers. And they were at the year-end, or the start of the year banquet or year-end banquet. I don't remember which one it was. But he won 4 tickets to the race. And they live in North Carolina. Well, his brother wanted to go, but his wife and nobody else wanted to go. So he literally hit me up while I was at Ashley's wedding and said, hey, you want to go to the race? I'm like, sure. We ended up sitting right behind the pits, right underneath the luxury.
1 minute to the start of the
Those
race.
seats. I took my daughter with me. She loved it. Of course, we used to go to the Brickyard all the time when she was younger. But so she was like, yeah, I want to go back.
Mike Ruth. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Baby Ruth.
Carburation day and practice and all that stuff in many years. But for the race itself, just one time I went with a vendor.
Richard Metz. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah.
Everything was free.
That's pretty sweet.
It was real nice. We sat just about 10 yards
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Nice.
on the outside.
Yep.
Less than 5.
Once the cars got strung out, it was hard to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Because you couldn't, it was just so loud, and then being under that little canopy thing,
Yep.
it was noisy the whole time. That sound just echoed through there.
Yeah, we went to the Brickyard for like the first 15 years that it was there, and we sat in those same paddock seats, but a little further. We were about halfway between the start-finish line and turn 1.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
They were it was a good experience,
Oh, yeah.
but not enough that I'm going to pay and go back.
All right, let's get them lined up.
On my own dime.
Yeah.
I'm not that excited about it.
Mike on the 1, Taylor on the 2, Richard on the 3.
Need some marshals.
Yeah, we still need. I just need Brandon to get in the spot here. Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. I forgot where I was going.
Oh, Ryan gonna do it. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. 7 minutes on the tone. Everybody off cleanly. Oh, Taylor marshaled Richard there. That was nice of you. All right, first flying lap's coming around. Mike goes 16.281. Taylor gets an 18.5. Richard a 20.1. Definitely tracks in much better shape this time around. Mike. Uh-huh. Richard.
Richard's not good enough to worry about.
All right. Last time by the stripe, Mike had 12 seconds over Taylor.
Richard could cut the track and hot lap it with a 20 seconds.
Taylor just ran his fast lap there, 17.5. Richard just ran at 18.4. Taylor 16.9. I had a set over there if you wanted to.
I left mine at home. I didn't think about it. Got so used to running slicks this summer or this winter that
Yep.
I left the treads at home.
Yep.
Perfect weekend to try 'em.
Yeah, I got treads for green track. All right, 240 or 220 in, 440 to go. Mike out front has 15 seconds over Taylor. And then last time by, it was 6 seconds between Taylor and Richard, but it's a little bit bigger than that now. $2.45 down. Yeah. By next Friday, she should be in pretty good shape.
If I would have known it hadn't been glued when I got here, I would have just started gluing when I got here.
Yeah.
But I was, you and I talked and
Wow, you know what I thought. 3:25 down, 3:35 to go. Mike has now put a lap on Taylor. So fast lap so far with 3 minutes to go. Mike has a 16.2, Taylor 16.9, and Richard a 17.6.
I think that staircase is going to be fun when you can rail on that thing.
Yep.
When you can drive it off that back corner on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. $16.087 for Mike that time by. It looked like a good one. Trying to get greedy. $17.0. All right, 125 to go. $16.5 on that one. Everybody on their own lap right now. Oh, looks like our leader might. Are you broke, Mike? He's broke. We lost a turnbuckle. Maybe I can pop that turnbuckle back on for him. Maybe.
45 seconds left.
$30 seconds to go. You might be able to
30
drive
seconds
it.
left.
You got a lap.
$15 seconds left. Baby Ruth done.
So Taylor takes the win.
All drivers are finished. Richard Metz done. The race is completed.
Richard's going to come home 2 spot. Mike goes 3. All right. Pro 4. Lightly, don't drown it. Just get it, just so it looks wet, and that'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, because there's plenty of moisture in it. We don't want it to get soft spots. Yeah. Okay. And it's going to be fairly humid this week, so it shouldn't dry out much. All right, check him in, check him in.
1 minute to the start of the race. Mountain Man. 45 seconds to the start of the race. The Godfather. Conley Waters. Steve Thomas. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
I still need a marshal or 2. I need 2. 1 more. Thank you, Paul. All right, we got all our marshals. So we're going to have Chad on the 1, Conley on the 2, Tim on the 3, Steve on the 4.
messed up there, right there, bro. Man, they need to vote. All that chalk.
All right. 6 minutos on the tone. Good start. All right, first flying laps around. Chad was an 18.0, Conley an 18.6, Tim a 19.0, Steve a 20.3. I'm watching you, Conley. 125 down. Conley out front, followed by Chad. Well, Chad just gets the pass done here. And Conley gives him the old Preparation H treatment. Chad woke up and Conley said, screw that. 8 wheels break better than 4. All right, Chad out front now, 1.3 seconds. Then it's another 3.9 to Caldwell, 1.5 to Steve. We've got 3:40 to go in this race. Chad a little trouble there on the bottom right. Going to let Conley back out front here. And halfway right here. Chad right back up on Conley's rear bumper. Down the backstretch they go. Chad got a little more giddy up in his buggy there. Half second to gap. Oh, the slow rollover. Chad gets her back on his wheels. Conley trying to run and hide now. This field's still pretty close. 10 seconds separating the whole field with we're over halfway done. I got to say, the layout looks like a winner. Not a ton of marshaling having to be done. I'll just keep saying Steve's name. See, there's Steve coming down the stair step. Steve going over that backside double or tabletop. Steve over the single. Steve crossing the start-finish line. You like hearing your name, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Conley out front has 3 seconds over Chad with 1:30 to go. Tim 6 seconds back from that pairing, and then Steve another 2 seconds back from there. Chad's coming. Start playing the Jaws theme. 1.2 seconds. Closes it up a second and a half on that lap alone. Oh, he's backs her into that turn. It was 1.2 the last time. It is 0.9 this time. He's coming. Somebody cue the John Williams music. Oh, he's there. He's there.
45 seconds left.
I thought he was going to return the favor to Conley. Probably about 2. Oh, nice little inside move. Chad gets by him and getting onto the backstretch.
30 seconds left.
Chad's taking over the lead. Can he keep her clean? Going to get 2 more laps at it, I think. Yeah. Steve wants to know how much it's worth to you, Chad.
15 seconds left.
Yep, and there we go. Conley, you owe Steve some money.
The Godfather done. Conley Waters done.
And Conley
Mountain
takes
Man
the
done.
win, followed by
All drivers are finished.
He gets there's
Steve
going to
Thomas
be an
done.
asterisk next to that
The
win
race
for
is
Conley.
completed.
Conley, Chad, Tim, and Steve.
18 laps and only got 14. Yeah, I got 14 in the first heat. I got extra laps.
Yeah,
1 minute.
there you go.
Just like to sit up here and make like black people can't get IDs. Us requiring IDs to vote. It's going to stop black people from
All right. Up next, our open e-bug.
black people. Talk about that federal case that just got filed Monday. That's talking about how you all are stealing property at Cook County sales. Where the black people in here? Raise your hand that if they told you to come in here to talk about how your property got stolen. Where you at? Huh? Because we got commissioners in here that know for a fact it's happening. Pastor, you know what's happening. Lori, you know what's happening. Michael Scott, you know what's happening. But my movements, come on, you give up cases for the county. You know what's happening.
Baby Ruth. Mike Ruth.
You know what's happening. Well, come on, y'all black people that they done sent here with these 501c3s. That they got y'all in here.
James Collett.
Why y'all ain't in here talking about how they stealing our property? Where y'all at? Come on, because y'all get ready to come up here to this mic and lie with the camera to say that black people's vote is done by this Louisiana
1 minute to the start of the race.
and the Trump administration when Donald Trump is in front of the Supreme Court right now, fighting for the 14th Amendment, saying that black people, that amendment is for black people, not for
45 seconds to the start of the race.
us over here.
Ryan Fuson.
And they got y'all black people in here talk against him.
Mountain Man.
In the head. You're sick in the head and more sicker in the
30 seconds to the start of the race.
This is his state.
Is inspired for the speaker, Taiwan Singh.
Paul Brummett. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
I just heard a good joke there. What's something that gets lighter if you use it 7 times in a row? Colt 1911. All right. We got our marshals. Everybody's checked in. Let's get them lined it up. Little Mikey Ruth on the 1. Taylor on the 2. James on the 3. Chad on the 4. Paul on the 5. Ryan on the 6.
At least you can't take me out. probably do that myself.
All right. There's going to be 8 minutes. 8 minutes on the tone. Another good, clean start. I think the grid is doing what it's designed to do. Ryan and Paul coming together there. Taylor putting some pressure on Mike. Mike driving over the back of Taylor. That's going to let James and Chad take over those top 2 spots. So now James out front, followed by Chad. We'll get the first flying lap here. James 18-1, Chad 18-4, Taylor 21-8, Mike 22-6, Ryan 18-1, Paul 18-2. James and Chad leading the parade. Mike closing fast, followed by Taylor. Then we got Ryan and Paul. Chad, a little trouble in that off-camber turn. Ryan trying to get around him. Ryan, a little inside move getting onto the backstretch. Chad's got all the power, though. Playing bumper cars down here and getting onto the front stretch. Ryan pulling off. Taylor and Mike getting it into it again. Chad's going to take over the lead. Taylor, Mike, James. Top 4 separated by 1.3 seconds. Chad and Taylor. Mike and James get together. Paul's like, all right, I'll take those 2 spots. Move Paul up to the 3rd. The mountain man to the point, seeing if he can get a win after he got it snatched from the jaws of victory in his Pro 4 run. Pushing a little bit out of that button hook. Taylor going to take over the lead. So it is Taylor, Chad, and Mike gets by Paul there, then Paul and James. Chad's gotten back by Taylor. Good battle out front. Oh, Chad goes a little short. Gets hung up on the pipe. And Chad now getting a little greedy. All right. All right, 3 down, 5 to go. Chad shortened that up again. Going to drop him all the way to tail end Charlie. Wasn't too long ago he was fighting for the lead. Paul having trouble over that little single. He got a little greedy. Going to let James get by. So we are just short of halfway. It's Taylor out front, followed by Mike. Then we got James in the 3 spot, Chad, Paul. So Chad gets by James there and promptly rolls it over again. All right, there's our leader crossing the stripe. Mike comes through 3.6 seconds back. That is a battle for position between Paul and Chad. Paul catches the pipe there. Chad's going to take over. All right. 250 down, or 250 to go, excuse me. Mike on his lid going to give Taylor a lot of space here. Last time by Taylor was 8 seconds up. Gap still 8.4 seconds with 2:30 to go. That is not for position between James and Chad. James is a lap up on Chad. Oh, I was looking at the wrong column. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong column. Sorry. Yeah, that was for position. Crappy race director. Listen to that shit. Look at that. Oh. You got a minute 45 to get up there and see if you can do anything with him. All right, that gap, it is the closest race on the field, though. 4.2 seconds right now. Three seconds. James caught him by 1.2 that lap alone. And Chad's going to have the leader coming through trying to put another lap on him. Chad, that seems to be happening to you quite a lot. James now 2.9 seconds. We got just under a minute to go. That is a one mistake gap at this point. The lead now 6.7 seconds.
45 seconds left.
You heard the man, probably about 3 laps left.
Seconds left.
James has that down to 2.7 seconds now. Probably going to get one more lap after this one.
15 seconds left.
Gap opened up a little bit there. Last lap.
Baby Ruth done.
Taylor's going to take the win.
Mountain Man done. James Collins
Chad going
done.
to hang on to the 3.
Mike
Mike
Ruth
gets
done.
the 2. And James
All
goes
drivers
4,
are
Paul
finished.
5.
Paul Brummett done. The race is completed.
Put him down, come on out and Marshall, and our sportsman E-Bug, y'all are up.
Joey Walker, Tom Series, The Godfather. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Hayden Odell. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right.
Less than 5.
Brandon making this one? Huh? Okay. All right, we'll give him a minute. So there's 5 of us. So it's going to be Brandon on the 1, Joey on the 2, Tim on the 3, Tom on the 4, Hayden on the 5. Yeah, Tim, you're just on the other side of the Humpty Bump. Brandon, you need to cross the line for me, bud.
Brandon Odell.
All right. There we go. I got marshals. I got drivers. Hold on a minute. We're going to bump this up here. All right. 8 minutes on the tone. A little bumping and grinding there on the backside. Joey gets to the point here. Little fancy footwork from Mr. Ryan Fusen there. That's known as the MPRC two-step. All right, so our first real flying lap, 19.8 for Joey, 20.2 for Caldwell, 18.9 for Brandon, 21.7 for Hayden. Tom was a 25.1. Joey out front, followed by Caldwell, Brandon, Hayden, and Tom. All right, Joey still out front. He's got a 1.5 over Tim in the 2. Then it's another 2 seconds to Brandon in the 3. Then we got about a 6.5 second gap to Hayden in the 4. And another 7 seconds back to Tom in the 5. And Joey having a little trouble coming down off the stair steps. Going to let Tim take over the lead here. So Tim, Joey, Brandon. Then it goes Hayden and Tom. Tim and Joey both having trouble off that stair step. So that's going to put Brandon to the 2 spot. But then Brandon having trouble getting onto the front double. So Joey back to the 2. And Hayden just ran his fast lap of the race there, 18.9. Brandon has the fastest overall, 18.7. Tim's got an 18.8. Joey a 19.1. Tom and Hayden getting together coming off that stair step. Tim starting to pull a little bit of a gap over Joey here. Watch out after that front side double. It's clear. Two seconds of the gap. Joey having some trouble off that front side double. James risking life and limb, literally. We got 4:45 to go. 4:45 to go. Caldwell pulling out 3.7 seconds over Brandon. Then another 3.5 back to Joey. That's leader there in that green and blue coming up behind Hayden and Tom. That's going to be your leader there in that green and blue. Hayden was trying to give him room, but Tim keeps getting hung up on pipes here. So that's going to let Brandon to the point. And Joey's going to be right up on Tim now, fighting for that 2-3 battle. All right, we still have 3.5 to go. Oh, 2 of them hard into that left side wall. Brandon has 2.5 over Tim. Tim just 1.1 over Joey. That's your podium battle. Then it's a lap back to Hayden and Tom. Well, there's actually a lap between Hayden and Tom, so. Watch out on the stair step. Tim caught the pipe. All right, now just 1.5 seconds separates Brandon and Joey with 2 minutes 10 to go. Tim another 4.5 back from Joey. Joey shorts it. That's going to bring Tim right back up on Joey. So Brandon out front, 5.5 seconds with 1:40 to go. All right, 1:10 to go. And that's our leader gets hung on the pipe. But he has enough of a lead that that's not going to change anything here. With just under a minute to go, lead 6.2 seconds.
45 seconds left.
All right, probably about 3 more laps for our leaders.
Thirty seconds left.
Oh, our leader on his lid. That's going to bring
15
Joey.
seconds
Oh,
left.
Joey gets caught on the pipe. All right, here comes the tow.
Hayden Odell done.
Brandon going to get the win.
Brandon Odell done.
Tim going to get the
Godfather
2.
done. Joey Walker done.
Joey gets the 3. Hayden goes 4, and Tom's going to go 5.
All drivers are finished.
That is a race.
Tom Series done. The race is completed.
All right. We'll get, if you guys wouldn't mind blowing the track off, we're going to try to put a little bit more glue on it tonight before we, the other blower up here on the front, and then we'll get podium picks going here momentarily.